Excuse me, sir. Could you at least act like you want to listen to me? I've seen people come here and talk, and you just been writing away. I don't know how much attention you're paying or what.
Sir, I'm writing down the comments that they're making.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
That's correct.
Okay, cool.
Pages of them, sir.
Okay, cool. Like I said, my name is Malcolm Mills. I'm a volunteer for DARE, Direct Action for Rights and Equality. I'm also a board member on the Rhode Island Coalition for the Homeless. I'm also on the organizing committee for Jobs with Justice. I have to use the bus. I'm a disabled vet. Now you want us, the disabled and the senior citizens, to pay a dollar every time we get on a bus? That's ridiculous. I mean, come on. Some senior citizens have to decide whether or not to pay a bill to buy food, and you want more money from us? There is. I know there has to be another way, or somewhere else where you can get this money to make up, to make up the deficit or the difference. I mean, like you can go to the General Assembly, have them bring you some more money. This is a state-owned thing here. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous for us to have to pay more money. We don't have it. We're on a fixed income. And just like someone else said earlier, Social Security is not getting a raise this next year. So what do you expect us to do? Just to sit around the house and do nothing? That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? People need people. That's why we're all here. We want to congregate together. We want to be together. Folks, people gather just to be around other people. And if we can't get out the house, if we can't get anywhere, how are we going to finish our lives? There are buses. I mean, like I live out in Pawtucket on Mineral Spring Avenue. Buses don't even run on the weekend. Not at all. So without a car, I'm stuck. There's a lot of you want to get more money. Run the buses. You're cutting services and then asking for more money. Really, how much sense does that make? And the people that you're asking it from they don't have it to give. There are other folks that use the bus, people that work. I heard some other folks about the colleges, RISD, Brown, Johnson Wells, all of those folks are working, or they're not working, but at the working populace could probably stand a raise. But folks who don't get a raise, or get a raise at the government's convenience, nah, man, that is not the way to do. How are you going to get blood from a rock? It does not work that way. This is ridiculous. You want us, the senior citizens and the disabled, to pay off a deficit that we can't even afford. We're barely running our own houses financially. How in the world do you think we're going to hold up yours? Thank you. When I went to another one of these things down on Exchange Street, and they had 4 options. Each option had the senior citizens and the disabled paying. I asked, was the current fares going to be part of the options that are on the table? I was told no. Without that being put on the table, then for us there is no option, because what if we have to pay? That's going to come out of our pockets. That's going to make a heavier burden on us just trying to make ends meet for the month. When you only get paid once a month and you don't get enough to even get through that month, paying out more doesn't make any sense. And paying out more is going to leave you short in another area. Food, medicine, you know what I'm saying? Paying a bill that's important, or whatever. You have to give us a better option. You're not giving us any options, because all of them all of them constitute that we have to pay something.
Randall, can you move back? I can't see.
All
Sorry,
of,
sir.
all of the options that you had there, like I said, are not options for us because in every one, you still had us paying. Why can't the current fare be a part of those options?
Amy, do you want to take one quick second to explain the overall process of all fares?
Please.
So let me just make sure I understand your question. You're asking why weren't other fare products or other fare pricing considered as part of the fare study?
No, I'm asking, I was told that those 4 options were all the options. I asked, why couldn't the current fares be a part of that, be a part of those options? Because we cannot afford it.
Status quo, with no change.
Yeah, for us,
Yeah.
for people like me and for us in this room here, that is not an option to us because we can't afford it. Like I said, you can't get blood from a rock. So I mean, come on, like be sensitive to us. One of these days, you're gonna be like us, and you're gonna need that bus, and you're gonna be where you might not be able to afford one thing without leaving out something else.
So the scenarios that we presented at those meetings were our fare study consultants trying to accomplish a few things. We were trying to achieve some changes to our overall fare pricing structure. That goes to the overall goals of the study, trying to make boarding faster, trying to eliminate cash boardings, those types of larger goals. But it also had revenue goals in mind. I mean, we can't deny that we also had to price those scenarios around anticipated revenue needs of the agency. Leaving us at status quo does not achieve that. We were very clear, and I apologize if this didn't come across, if people did not agree with those scenarios, we were certainly open to any and all comment, and we received many comments from people who did ask us not to change fare structure at all. But the fare study was really about proposing recommendations to move us forward, both to improve our policies and to improve our revenue. So to offer a status quo, we wouldn't be achieving those goals.
So you're still going to balance your budget on the backs of those who cannot afford it. Because what it sounds like to me, it's already been made up. Your minds are already made up. You're going to do this.
So I will only say I don't